Want to guarantee your double bass always sucks?
Fail.
Do these 5 things.
Act 1. The Copycat Curse.
When I was learning double bass, one of my heroes shared that he uses maximum tension. Then, I looked at my pedal and saw that I was using light tension. I thought, maybe that's a big missing piece. My brain started to rationalize this. For speed, it makes sense to have the tension tighter because the natural momentum would be faster. I even made a video about this difference. So I was convinced. I thought tighter springs equals free speed. After 6 months, my legs were more overcooked than a snare hit at a metal festival. I never improved, and after half a year, my technique became even more tense and inefficient. Now I realize tension is so personal, I can't just copy my hero's settings. Just like how Thorfinn couldn't handle a sword at all, but give him 2 daggers and he absolutely kicks ass. Today, I find my own pedal tension based on my body weight and discovered that the ideal tension for me is on the lighter side, which makes sense because I'm scrawny like Thorfinn and not big like some of my heroes. This breakthrough also led me to figure out all the other pedal settings that worked for me. There was also a time when I thought throne height is not a big deal and how you sit doesn't affect your playing too much. I sat a lot lower in the past than I do now. And when you look up information online, people will say, but drummer so and so plays so well sitting low. So I didn't do anything about my throne. You can try this experiment. Stand up and do this motion. The lower your leg, the easier the movement. The higher your leg, the more effort required to lift it. So if I'm sitting too low, my hip has to work more to go up beyond 90 degrees. And if I sit higher, my leg has an easier time with the same motion, which now means that I'm using my energy more efficiently.
Act 2. Physical Sabotage.
We've all heard the teaching, make both sides of your body play and look the same. And whenever we show any difference, some snarky troll would come up and say, well, you've got this wrong, pal. Here's what your left arm is doing differently from your right arm. So the noob me worked hard to get my left leg to play like my right. But the more I did it, the more frustrated I got. Trying to make my left leg clone my right was like forcing Zorro to navigate without getting lost. Many years went by and I finally realized something absolutely game-changing. That most of my favorite metal drummers play asymmetrically anyway. Look at how Kevin Paradis' feet move. They're moving differently. Derek Roddy has an even bigger difference between his feet. One foot is lower and one foot is higher. Now look at Daniel Pressland. His left foot is further down the pedal and his right is further forward. This was another breakthrough moment for me. If my heroes can't even get their feet to play the same way at 220 beats per minute, obviously I wasn't respecting my own differences. Today, I try my best to play to my limbs' differences and let my limbs adapt their best way to play, instead of forcing them to play 100% alike. A lot of people want to play basketball on a pro level, but not everyone is born like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. They are 1.98 meters tall or 6'4". Hence, their bodies were naturally suited to playing basketball. My noob self understood that about basketball, but somehow I failed in understanding that about drums. I watched players like Chris Turner and Matt Gaska absolutely rip it up on the kit with just their hip flexors, and I thought to myself, aha, if these guys can just brute force it, so can I. Let's train. And that's what I did. And it actually started working out for a while. I even managed to play ectogenesis with this hip heavy style. Was I on to something here?
No!
It wasn't sustainable. As soon as I went off on vacation or stopped practicing with crazy intensity because life got in the way, I would not be able to play the same BPMs the next month. It's like my body kept sending me resignation letters.
I quit, Mr. White.
Later on, I realized I had fallen into this trap of, if they can do it, so can I. Today, I know that I am not built like them. I'm scrawny like Thorfinn, remember? So, there must be a better way for me to do this. And thankfully, there is. That's how I'm playing today, with efficient technique that doesn't rely solely on muscle power, and definitely not because someone else can do it too. When I ignored my body's limits, it did not just end with frustration. You see, I'm a real stubborn person. When I was stuck, I kept practicing harder, thinking that would solve everything. I ignored the pain until my doctor said,
Well, have you thought about, I don't know, not doing that?
I got injured, not once, but multiple times. The doctor said that I had to stop drumming for 5 weeks or else I won't be able to drum for the rest of my life. I was devastated because I was due to go on tour in Japan with my metal band back then, and I was so guilty for letting myself get to this stage. All the mistakes that I have made in the past is because I did not understand my unique body and how to play to my strengths and weaknesses. We are dealt different cards in life and should learn how to play them to our advantage, because the alternative is trying to play cards that you don't even have, which was why I kept failing at double bass back then. If you want to know how to effectively use the cards that you've been dealt with to finally progress your double bass consistently and sustainably, you might be interested in my new Art of Double Bass Drumming course. Click the link above or below to find out more.